How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Mystic tier list. It's the final tier list this week. We got through them all. Yeah, this one was probably the hardest one to do, honestly. I honestly, genuinely need your help in the God tier and the See You Later tiers to sort out champions, because I feel like with Mystics, while I was doing this list, they are the most consistent class where I feel like everyone's like good and on the same level for the most part in the God tier area. It's hard for me to choose which one should go up and down. So I do need your help on that, genuinely. So, but let's start here. Useless, Doctor Strange, RIP, Buff, RIP the Buff chance, dude. I'm so sad. I'm hoping he comes out in the glorious buffs, but I don't think he's going to because there's already Mystic in there. But please, Kabam, please. Loki's in here, and then Unstoppable Colossus. I don't know why he's not buffed. Like, they could at least just give him the Colossus abilities that they gave Colossus back in the day, but whatever, they didn't. Usable. So we got Dr. Voodoo, Iron Fist, Immortal Iron Fist, Morningstar, Thor, Jane Foster, Ghost Rider, and Dormammu. I think they're all definitely usable. Can get some jobs done, and that's about it. Ghost Rider just literally just here for synergy. He's a great counter to Vox. That's about it. But yeah, he's here for the Blade synergy, and that's about it. All right, moving on to amazing. We have Deathless Guillotine, Guillotine, Man Thing, Mangog, Mephisto, all these great defenders. Mojo, Mordo. I'm really high on Mordo. I just didn't know with all the competition if I should move him up. I got Sigil Scarlet Witch here because she's so hard to get, and she needs to be, I mean, she doesn't need to be awakened, but she's really hard to get. You got to spend money for like a year or two, or a year and a half before you can even get her as a 7-star. So she's here. Scarlet Witch OG. I love her, but she's locked as 6-star. Sorcerer Supreme. Symbiote Supreme, I'm high on him, but, just in the grand scheme of things, I think he's here and amazing. He is a 7-star now, which helps a lot. He's really cool. One of the coolest looking mystics. But yeah, that's what I have him here. He's in the Titan Crystal right now. So yeah, anyways, I got Wiccan and Wong. And as you notice, all these champions I think are really, really good. Really good. It's just there's so many good mystics. Honestly, I didn't realize that until I was making this list. And you move on to the God tier. And as you can see, this is the most champions in a God tier area in all the lists. Because they all bring something different to the table. So Observer Man got moved down to God tier. I don't think he's like See You Later anymore, way above everyone else. I think he's definitely on par with a lot of these God tier champions. He can be a really good defender too, if you don't know how to play him and you don't have a counter. Get American Chavez, one of the only consistent counters to Serpent. But that'll change. We have Spiral coming up, and she looks nuts for him, but we'll see. But yeah, she's definitely here. Black Widow Clairvoyant, again, another really good champion. Not used a whole lot because she's not the hardest hitting, but she definitely has that utility. She used to be great back in the day. Destroyer making his debut here on this list as a God tier. Definitely amazing. Really good for this last meta on defense. We got Diablo, Dragon Man, who's really, really good on offense. Ebony Maw, who's really good on defense. And then we have Enchantress here making an appearance at God tier. I didn't think she'd be this high, actually. When I was, when we first were introduced to her, I was like, man, there's plenty of ways to counter her. But dude, if you put her on a node there's a lot of nodes where you put her on here, and it's really hard to do some of the steps to remove her spells. And if you don't remove those spells before she gets to the special one, GG's, you'll instantly die. Literally, I instantly die with like 2 or 3 spells up, just instantly as soon as she threw a special one. It's nuts. So yeah, she's here at God tier. Kindred made his way back up to God tier. I fought him here in a couple metas, and as he's becoming more available as a 7-star and being sigged up, he definitely deserves here. He's a pain. Kushala, absolutely amazing. Longshot, he got moved up because he's amazing. I've been seeing people use him. He just melts too, as long as they're not incinerate immune. Magic, locked at a 6-star, or no, locked at a 5-star, but just definitely worth it for maybe lower accounts who just need a power lock champ. Purgatory got moved up to God tier. This might be a little controversial, but I was watching how she plays. I think she deserves it, but you let me know in the comments. I genuinely have not used her buff. I've just watched videos, so let me know. We got Sasquatch, got moved back up to God tier. I think he fits here perfectly. Good defender, chunky defender, and then he can definitely smack on offense. Spider-Man Supreme, again, this is more of like a sometimes, like he used to be the best Hulkling counter in my opinion, but now he's just really more used on defense a lot of the times, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to get smacked up. Shathra making her appearance here at God tier. She's a very risky champion to play, at least from what I've been playing her, how I've been playing her, seen her been played. You kind of have to hope that none of your inputs drop when you're holding heavy, and that your opponent doesn't immediately punish you when you're holding heavy to gain that power. But I think she's really good if all that goes well. Hood was one of the champions I thought might be able to be moved higher. I love him. A rank 3 Hood. I cannot even imagine how good that champion is. But let me know your opinion on that. We got Tigra. Locked at a 6-star right now, but still very good. Werewolf by Night, and then White Tiger. Fantastic champions. All these champions fantastic. Maybe you can see why I have a hard time choosing these champions and deciding where they go. And then moving to the See You Later tier, we have Dr. Doom, who I genuinely wondered if I should move him down because I don't see him used on offense a whole lot. He's definitely more of a defender, and there's just so many champions now that just melt him. I wonder if he can be moved down. You let me know your opinions on that. That might be pretty controversial because he's been at the top for so long, even locked at 6-star, but let me know. Then we have Juggernaut. This is self-explanatory. This dude just melts people, genuinely. And then Rintra, still at See You Later, absolutely amazing champion. One of the tankiest, beefiest champions on offense and defense. And this really does depend on nodes sometimes. Like on defense, sometimes there's not a whole lot that make him hard if you have a good counter. But then there's sometimes where there's nothing you can do to him. And so, yeah, I have him still here. That passive stagger is amazing. I wish he could counter Serpent, but he can't really counter Serpent. And honestly, I mean, a lot of this list, like if they're a Serpent counter, should they be higher? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like genuinely, if people were arguing for Rintra and Dr. Doom to be moved down and like some people moved up, like I would completely understand. This is just from my experience, how I play. This is how I see the list right now. But again, I need help. There's just too many good champions here in Mystic class. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. That is the list. Remember, it's just my list on my opinion on a mobile video game list of characters. So don't take it too seriously, but still, help me out here on sorting some of these out. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll take care.